This is a two-part video. You will need to go ahead and click the link in the description to see part one. Otherwise, you'll have no idea what's going on.
We then go and learn about what our guys are actually into. Clint actually seems to be interested in animal films. Kind of like the previous exercise there, which was weird because he was the one doing the cola. It's a twist. Ralph won't dissect a frog, which I can actually respect. He has a set of beliefs and he's not willing to compromise on them. Chris needs to change his sweater for math class.
What could I wear that screams mathematics?
Chris is in danger of getting the nickname Math Sweater. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Chris, you're now Math Sweater. And Jeff seems to be a chef of some sort. I kind of don't care too much. And now we have to pick words to represent the personality of our dream date and our dud. And secretive is actually one of the words. Could you imagine the person who picks secretive as their dream quality? I just really want someone who keeps things hidden from me, and I just have to always wonder, are they even really into me? And I just have to keep my eyes open to make sure they're not cheating. We now get to journey into the future, where we pick the careers for both our dream dates and our duds. And I went ahead and broke down and selected concert pianist as opposed to airline pilot because I thought about this. Families of pilots often have to fly standby, and that simply doesn't match up with my travel needs all that much, so I went ahead and picked concert pianist here. For my dud date, I actually picked corporate executive because, corporations, and what if that corporation is Sony? I may not have a soul by the time the marriage is concluded. And the marriage would be concluded because the Sony executive would have eaten my soul. I'm noticing a theme of airline pilot hatred. Come on, ladies, don't you at least want to consider the opportunity of flying for free, even if it's standby? You could go to Paris, Rome, Milan, Cincinnati. See what I did there? I threw my own hometown in there. So in the future, it is pretty predictable, I guess. Clint becomes a vet. Ralph disappears into the Amazon rainforest for some sort of environmental work, as happens pretty frequently, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Jeff is a rancher out in Montana, and Chris all of a sudden goes to Harvard because he likes the fashion, and then he decides to be an airline pilot because he likes the uniform. You know? Initially, I picked Clint, but I'm starting to like Math Sweater here because he is intelligent. He's able to get into Harvard. He wants to be an airline pilot. I could fly standby here. None of them are the all-black wearing concert pianist guy, so yeah, I'll go ahead and change my vote here. Math Sweater, you and me. Janitor's closet. Is anybody still watching this video? I mean, my goodness, you could tell I have not rehearsed this at all. So we pick our final actual dates for ourselves and the others, and by some weird and twisted miracle, I end up winning the game. I have no idea how I did that. I was not paying attention through half of it. I was just sort of making everything up as I went along, but magically I seem to win this game. So we go and we see our final dream dates.
Your date comes for you in a great-looking off-road four-wheel drive vehicle, and you roar off into the desert. If you're going to be out there with the cactus and lizards, this is definitely the vehicle to be riding in. Your date arrives in a snowplow and announces that you can never be too careful on snowy roads. Interesting approach to transportation. Your date takes you to a luau at the beach with some locals he met while he was body surfing. Unfortunately, a tropical storm blows up and you run into the jungle to take cover and quickly become lost. Your date takes you on a romantic ferry ride around the harbor. However, when the ferry runs aground, you fall in the mud as you're trying to get off the boat. Your clothes are ruined.
So that's Girls Club, the fantasy dating game, 1992 for the Philips CDi. I kinda liked the overall visual style here, and I liked the diverse and wacky characters. I thought that was very interesting. My problem with this game is the interactivity. Often, it is hard to know when you're actually supposed to interact with anything, and actually moving the cursor is way more complicated than it actually needed to be. Not only that, the interactivity seems to be really repetitive of pick what you like, pick what your dud would be, pick the dream guy for yourself, pick the dream guy for the other girls. It's really repetitive. There is an opportunity for some pretty interesting mini-games here, but they never really explored that. So we have good style, good characters. Heidi Lucas did a fantastic job presenting this game. She is a really good actress, and I'm not saying that just because she was my 1990s crush as a kid. She did a very good job presenting this game, and she really brings you into the environment here. But overall, the lack of interactivity just doesn't make this a solid video game. Since this is Romance Month here on Beagle Rampant Productions, and since this game deals directly with romance, and since it was hosted by one of my 1990s crushes, Heidi Lucas, I think we should go ahead and talk a little bit about my 1990s childhood crush here. So Heidi Lucas was famous for her role as Dina from Salute Your Shorts. She later went on to perform in the movie Ghost Ship and the short-lived television series Hypernauts. She had a few other guest starring roles in shows like Saved by the Bell and I think Boy Meets World. I'm not 100% on that. Let me know in the comments section if I messed that up. And after her acting career, she went on to become an attorney, and she is reportedly studying entertainment law right now in the Arizona area. And she has not really done anything in terms of a Salute Your Shorts reunion, and trying to get contact information to see what she's up to now is a little bit difficult. It's almost like acting is sort of in the past for her, and that is true for a lot of childhood stars. Some could, if you like stretching things far enough, some could consider me to be a childhood star. I was on a television show called Made 10 years ago in 2006. My episode was called Prom Prince. MTV came over to my high school. They gave me a little bit of a makeover and hooked me up with a nice prom date. And I won the newly appointed title of Prom Prince, and they really helped me develop a lot of social skills, and they helped me out quite a bit in my life. And it is difficult from childhood fame. Of course, Heidi Lucas was legitimately famous, and I'm just some random dude. But it's difficult to make that transition from fame at a younger age into a more professional context. And granted, what you see here, this isn't MTV's fault in my case. I made my bad choices, and now I have to live with them. Everything you see here is not the fault of MTV. Rather, it's the fault of me. Whether I'm lazy or just lack ambition, I'll let you guys be the judge. And you just have to wonder, what was the situation like with Heidi? Maybe she decided acting really wasn't for her. And that's a fair enough thing. You decide acting's not good, and so you go ahead and enter the legal field. It's perfectly understandable, but this seems to happen with quite a few childhood stars, and that transition is really difficult to make. You pretty much have to start out at the bottom and then work your way back up. If you're lucky, maybe you can get a big-ish role and then gradually work yourself into more serious and possibly Oscar-winning things, but those actors and actresses are really, really rare to find. So I have to give Heidi Lucas props. She is a fantastic actress. She does a wonderful job in Salute Your Shorts. She does wonderfully in this game here, and she wanted to do something other than acting, so that's good for her, and I hope she is having a lot of success and that she is really fulfilled in her life. I hope I get successful and fulfilled in life too at some point. The other really important name we have to mention here is David Riordan. David Riordan was the overall director for this game, and he was also the co-writer for the Sugarloaf song, Green-Eyed Lady. David Riordan's career is expansive and actually quite impressive. Some could make the argument that Riordan actually went ahead and saved Philips Interactive Media. Philips had lost over $1 billion with the CDi, and perhaps Riordan's work in creative vision prevented that from being a $2 billion loss. Still, if you're losing $1 billion, that's not okay. That's kind of an epic fail, but David Riordan's work on this game seems to be really good. I said I liked the style and I liked the characters, so his work is definitely impressive. He later went on to work for Nickelodeon and Disney and all sorts of different production houses doing their interactive work, so his career is expansive and he is a force to be reckoned with. So, my question for you guys, have you guys ever played this game on the CDi? And what are your thoughts and feelings about the CDi? Is there an actual CDi lover? Please, if you love the CDi, please let me know. I would love to meet someone who actually adores this system, someone who can really see the system for what it could be. I won't say for what it is, because what it is obviously a non-holy mess. But if you guys have experience with this game or with the console, or if you have memories of Heidi Lucas or Salute Your Shorts, let me know down in the comment section. I always love hearing from you guys. I get a lot of really good feedback, some letting me know that I'm getting my facts wrong, which, yeah, I get my facts wrong sometimes. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate you liking, commenting, and subscribing. We critically need subscribers. We are kind of in a danger zone. I really need you guys to click that subscribe button. I have the best fans in the entire world. I say that with every video, and I'm not trying to suck up or anything, because it is the truth. I have the best fans of anybody in the world. I really appreciate you guys liking and watching all of my work. It really does mean the world to me. I'm Jordan Rolfes from Beagle Rampant Productions. Thank you guys once again for watching. I will catch you guys next time.